Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus showing you another full game. Once again, I'll be rolling with the Buffalo Bills on offense and defense as far as my scheme. But the team I'm going to be using, and I'm really gravitating towards, is the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. They've got a lot of really good players on offense, a couple good players on defense, but for the most part, I've been finding that this really fits the new scheme that I've been using online, and a lot of people have been having a hard time stopping it offensively. So my opponent is rolling with the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this guy's played a lot of games with the 49ers, almost 700 games with the 49ers, and you're going to be really surprised what this guy's rank is nationally in this game. So right here actually throws a little crosser right in front of my user, so this basically tells me that this guy's will challenge the person's user and throw into it. And right here does a nice little inside zone. I'm able to go and bottle it up. He doesn't get anything. He only gets a few yards off of it. So he goes into split back close formation. I go ahead and switch out my defense and get myself out of position, but he throws back into my user, and as a result I actually get an interception. So one of the rare things that actually happens. So I'm setting up a new offense. It's a doubles offense with two running backs. This is not that particular set. It's just a split back, but I was actually setting up my offense to basically get things rolling, go back with a nice little inside run. He takes a bad position right there and able to go and get the ball down to the 11-yard line. So this is the formation that I'm running right here, and this is a particular run that I've had some really good success with, and it's basically a RPO type run, and it's very hard to stop. And you're going to see me carve this guy up for 6 yards on average with this particular run. You can see the blocking is really outstanding, especially against one of the better defensive lines in the game, which essentially is the 49ers. They get really good block sheds, and it's hard to stop. So back on defense again, this guy goes into a bunch formation, goes ahead and drops the drag right there. My defender does not play the ball. That's one of the bad things about using the Browns, is the linebacking core for the Browns don't really react that well to plays, and sometimes you can do that. He does basically another flat play right there. With that, it runs, goes nice little run right there. I pulled myself out of position. I wasn't anticipating he was going to run. I thought it was going to be a play action type situation. Then he goes into the close. Another little screenplay right there, and Mozart is just a beast to stop. He's one of the better running backs. Like, people don't really talk about him in the game, but he's a beast to stop just because of just the outright speed that he has, and he actually does break a lot of tackles. So right here, going back to crossers, and he misthrows the ball. I think that's one of the problems with playing with the 49ers is Jimmy G will throw balls, just a bad ball occasionally during the game, and you just have to take that as one of the things. So man this guy up, 3rd and 7 situation. I hit him with a man blitz. I try to go and stop the crossers, and I'm able to go and sack him because I freeze him on the crossers. He was probably waiting for that. 4th and 15 situation. Now I'm going to jump back into my cover 4 coverage with the hard flats, and he's got the same basic play set up, and he actually throws into a corner route. Ball gets deflected, and I get the ball back again. So up basically 7-0 in this type of situation. This is this run play. I'm probably going to feature this, but I've been carving a lot of players up with that particular run. Now he actually goes ahead and opens up the box a little bit, and I'm seeing cover 2. This is definitely the bad read. But on a previous game, I actually hit a guy over the top with a cover 2 beater with my running back Hunt, but he's able to click on and get an interception in the back. So I took a shot. I figured I'm getting the ball in the second half. I'm up by a score. I could get another point, another score against this guy, and he's going to be in some serious trouble. So I go into the cover 3 version of this, and I actually man up his slot receiver and his tight end, and he throws right into my spot. This is a drop zone with Richardson. He threw right into it. So, you know, this guy's got a lot of experience. He knows what he's doing in this game, and he did not see that zone drop. So right back here to this run play right here, Chubb is able to go and fall forward for yards after I get hit. Same play again. Right here, Chubb's able to fall forward for some yards. You can just see how the blocking works really well. So he goes into double A gap defense, and I got a nice little seal block. I think Chubb actually fall forward for a... No, he didn't get the first down, so what I did is I essentially just settled for the 3 points. Took all that time off the clock, and I just said, you know, there's no reason for me to basically not walk away with a 2-possession lead going in the second half with an opportunity to go up by 3 possessions. So that's why I took the 3 points. And right here, he actually throws into double team, I'm able to get the ball down to the 41. I have 3 seconds left on the clock. I take a long field goal opportunity, but I've got Cody Parker. He is the Chicago Bears double doink guy kicker, so he doesn't have the leg to go and kick that, or basically the accuracy. So that was just something to worry about. So right here, I actually cut this run play up. This zone peak, I really love it. And now I go into another play, which is the cross. So he's got a double A gap. He's actually pressing my guys. I take Beckham, slide him over. This is another thing I'm going to probably feature on my YouTube channel, is going to use these inside whip routes, which are just something that you rarely see in the game, and it's something you can include. So right here, go back to the inside zone. I just want to go ahead and try to chew the clock. I'm just trying to work the clock right now. I've got basically slant underneath. I've got a little spot route off the right. And right here, I actually get rid of the ball. Fortunately, that was not picked off. That could have been a very ugly situation. 3rd and 8, he goes once again with the press, and I streak up Beckham with the hope that he's going to get over the top of the defender, and I'm going to slide over Hunt on the backside, and I'm going to put him on a slant as an underneath route. And I'm actually looking for Beckham to go over the top, and then I'm going to look to the slant. Beckham does not get over the top. I go and hit the backside with a slant, and I'm able to go ahead and get it into a 4th and 3 situation. And I want to put this guy out, so I go with the whip route. He's actually to take it away. I go to the crosser, and Hooper's unable to come down to the ball. So now my opponent's got some life. He goes with the run. That's, if you play San Francisco, and why this guy was beyond me. If you use San Francisco, it's not a passing team. And right here, I had just a standard defense, and he blindly threw into basically a spot route. My defender was right there. I'm able to go and pick 6 him and get the ball in the end zone, going up by 3 scores. So now I'm in the driver's seat right now. Now this is the defense he was really struggling with. He had a hard time with it, and I think it was because he really depended on a lot of crossers. As a result, I always had a defender out there to go and take away these cross routes that he liked to hit. So here's, once again, this is the type of play that he's not having successful. And he tried forcing stuff, going back to the same play over and over again. So 3rd and 10 situation. I got my defense spread out. Really not much of a threat of the run. He's looking for the crosser. I'm there with my user. He threw at my user. I picked it off. And 4th and 10 situation, I hit him with the double A gap blitz, man everybody up, and it actually chased the out, and as a result, the pressure comes off the edge because he goes levels, and he gives the ball back to me. So here is this run, this zone peak run. I actually get a nice little broken tackle right there, get the ball down to the 11-yard line. Back to the same play again. Motion the guy over. I want to get a block. So I was really having a hard time, but I'm peeking at this guy in this run, and you can see the defender actually comes in towards the run. So I know that the tight end on this zone peak type route should be wide open. So watch the defender, see how he gets himself out of position. I knew that was going to happen because he was playing this man blitz, so I was able to go and capitalize that and get a touchdown. So that's just, it's one of those things you just have to pay attention to that type of stuff a little bit later on. So now I go into a cover 4 type situation. He throws. My guy actually just does not make a tackle. He just gets shoved out of the way, and he's able to go ahead and take this, 5th string guy and actually bring it down and get it into get in the end zone. So right here actually populates the guy right there. He gets the guy in the back corner. I take my user, figured he's going to go back to the well, and he actually hits a little crossing route instead of the back corner, and gets a touchdown. And then he actually throws it right in front of my user once again and gets a completion. So tries for the onside kick, which, yeah, I guess, in that type of situation, you're down by 2 scores, 2-point conversions, you probably have to do that. But back to this money run that I have. This run is just really, really effective. It's hard for people to stop. It forces them to get out of the comfort zone. Go into a fullback dive. Just want to throw that into the mix. Back to the money zone run right here. Pick up some more yards. And I'm just working the clock down as much as possible. All I want to do is just get the clock down. I got a slant on the backside. I've got an out. Out's taken away. I probably could have hit that, but I hit the slant. His defender actually comes down and plays it. I'm going to settle for the 3 points. Goal was just to go up by 3 possessions, chew as much clock as possible, and put him in a situation where he really can't do anything. So now he goes into a different formation, which was like a shotgun deuce close. No, it was a single back deuce close. And he's just popping the wheel route. I guess trying to hope that he can get his running back out there. And He's running mesh, just or like a trail type concept, and he's having pretty good success with it. So I go into a man blitz right here, and I think I get myself out of position. Yeah, so Kittle's able to go and get a nice reception right there. So minute and 55 seconds left. He's just running out of options. He's not stretching the ball deep, and he's actually just trying to do anything underneath. And he probably would have went underneath early. He would have been more successful with his scheme, because I had a hard time stopping it. But because he was trying to use all these crossers previously, that was just messing him up. So right here, I get a nice little deflection by my defensive back to get him in a 3rd and 10 situation. Now I go ahead and dial up the blitz against him. And actually, he threw a good dot right there off the backside. My guys actually ran commit. They shouldn't have ran commit. They should have been back in coverage. And now I go into just basically a double blitz right here. He actually throws into the defender. That's just a bad Jimmy G pass, and Joseph's able to go ahead and take it house. So catching the ball in the end zone and taking it to the other end zone is always really great, and as a result, this guy quits out. So here's a funny thing. This guy is ranked 791 in the nation. 791, and I was able to just blow this guy out. Sometimes it's just some players just match up better than other players. You know, you never really know. That way, ranking doesn't really mean too much, but just want to share this with you once again, guys, and I look forward to getting on some more videos to you. So thank you for your support.